going through every single book I bought in 2025 and seeing how many I actually read. This year I actually set myself a goal on how many books I wanted to buy. I wanted to buy 150 books because my ultimate goal is to have a library that own 1,000 books. If you don't know, they technically count a library as 1,000 books. So if you own 1,000, you've technically got a library. So that was my goal this year. I think at the start of the year, I had like 650 and my goal was to buy 150. I did not. Which honestly, smart decision, respect. So I'm just going to go through every single book I bought this year monthly. I won't be shocked when it tells me, well, when I find out at the end that I read 2. Literally would not be shocked if that got told to me. I'm just going to start anyway. I'm doing it in parts of my bed because I don't want to have too much on my bed. I'm starting off with a Sunset Vibe Celsius. I really struggle opening cans also. Sounds so good. I don't really like that. Ooh. The sweetness of it really reminds me of Red Bull. Great. These honestly scared me. I had a fantasy one the other day and I pulled out like the rest of it. It was in there for a few days and I'm not a big drinker. I don't drink a lot of it anyway. My point being is I pulled it out. Tell me why it was luminous. Like literal neon, like yellowy green. For orange flavor? What are you putting in that? No, seriously, what are you putting in that? That really scared me. I was like, and here I am drinking another one, but this isn't meant to be mango and passion fruit. And like the initial taste is, but the actual taste and the aftertaste is Red Bull. I should have went with white peach instead. Anyway, starting off with my January, I bought Hexed. I did not read it. I bought Bridesmaid Undercover. Did not. King of Pride, have not read. The Cinnamon Bookstore, haven't read. Behind the Net, haven't read. Fireborn, haven't read. Idol, started, didn't finish it. But I honestly do want to pick it back up. I was just kind of in a reading slump. So January, how many books is that? 7 books and I didn't read 1. Moving on to February and I bought Dream Girl Drama and I read it. I loved it. I think I gave it like a 4 sign. It lived up to the expectation I had. And I think this was one of the first books I read as soon as it came out, which I'm pretty impressed by. I never ever do that. For March, I bought 1 book and that was The Christmas Tree Farm and I have not read that and I'm honestly not planning on reading it this year. I was gonna, but the way Christmas books are going for me, I'm most likely not gonna read this. In April, I bought 14 books and I think I actually only bought though 1 series and a trilogy like 5 times over. I'm not even kidding. You could probably guess what type of month I had by what I show you. So starting off, I got Mockingjay and Catching Fire in these editions because I already owned this one, so I was like complete my trilogy. Then I had an obsession and I loved these versions, so I was on Vinted hunting and I am still hunting for Catching Fire. Is it? I'm still looking for the Catching Fire one. But I got the Hunger Games, the Mockingjay, and the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I also haven't read Hunger Games. I got like 240 pages in and just didn't keep reading it. Did not keep reading it. But again, I really have been going in and out of slumps like this whole year. So no hate to the book. And I was like, you know what? I already have these. I need the other ones. And I got these editions of the Hunger Games because I loved them with my whole entire heart. Moving on from Hunger Games, I got A Dance of Dragons, Dream and Dust. Is that how you? Yeah. I've been collecting the Game of Thrones, like every charity shop, every boot sale I go to. And I've only got 1 more book, I think, and then I've got the whole thing. Then I bought the After book, and I bought this from America because this was when I just found out that you could literally get books shipped from America to England, and I bought After. Then my sister wanted the book, and she went on Vinted, got the whole American series on there, and I was like, cool, I see how this is. So I went on there and then bought the whole series apart from Before. I mean, it came with Before, but it was just the English version, so I'm still gonna buy Before. But this is one of my all-time god tier favorite series, and I can't wait to get bigger shelves to be able to display these, because these I have been wanting since I first started reading. And I just love them. I realised I've literally been forgetting whether I read them. I've read the whole After series before many times over, and I have not read this book. Moving on to May, I bought 1 book and that was Releasing 10. We're not talking about this book. We are not talking about that book. June, I got Wild Side and Wild Eyes, and I have not even started that series yet. I got Problematic Summer Romance, have not read it, but I love Ali Hazelwood and I'm planning to read it in the summer next year. Broken Vow by Sophie Lark. I have not read this, but I read the first 4 books in the series when they first come out, and I didn't really think about it again until I realized it come out. And by the time I realized it came out, the second one came out and they were in Bloom Publishing. I annotated them to the max. Like, there is no other book as annotated on my shelf than them books. There was no way I was buying them in the Bloom Publishing and just having to tab differently in different sizes. Wrong. I wasn't doing it. I searched for literal months. Like, I sent back 2 editions of them because one of them was too short, one of them was the wrong one, and I was like, what is happening? And I finally got Broken Vow, the indie published, is it indie or self-published version? I've still got this one, and I also, spoiler for another month, got Heavy Crown. Actually no, I bought Heavy Crown last year. Yeah, I bought Heavy Crown last year because it was when it first came out, but the Bloom Publishing had already happened and I could not get this book anywhere, but I already had Heavy Crown. It's all come back to me now. I have an Unfaded Mate and an Unfaded Mate. No, I have Unfaded Mates and an Unfaded Mates Tale, and I have read both of these. I read them on Kindle. I've read them several times now, and I love these books with my whole heart. So I was like, I need them on my shelf again. When I have more on my shelves, these are getting displayed literally like this, front and center. In fact, I may buy 2 more copies, have some of them on the side like this, and then have one of them backwards and one of them on the front, because I love these books. It's like coming home. It's like rewatching a series, like, not as a kid because I didn't read them as a kid, but like a young teenager, and they just feel like home to me. This year I wanted to buy books that I read on like Kindle or books or Z Library, whatever, and I wanted to actually own them on my shelf, because I feel like most of my shelves are books from like the works and like books that I haven't even read yet, and I want to pick up a book that I've read and like look at the quotes and actually get to hold it in my arms. So that was my goal, and honestly I think I did that. So both of these, also this is a recommend. I recommend these 2. Spicy and taboo though, so like really your own will. Next up is Den of Vipers. Again, I heard that there was going to be different it was either there was different covers or it was just crazy expensive now, and I got this on Vinted. It's actually a signed one, so thanks Kimberly. I really appreciate this. And Den of Vipers, again, I have read this and I read it on Kindle. No, or was it Z Library? It was either Kindle or Z Library. It was one of them. So that is it for my June books. Moving on to July, I only bought 2 books, and that was Sammy's Lament, still do not know. Have not read it, and Alive in Wales, and I have read this one and I really enjoyed it. I actually read this in a reading vlog, I'm pretty sure. So starting off in August, I bought God of Fury, and I have not read this. I bought Wings of Starlight simply for the fact that it literally is given Tinkerbell. You're joking, look at that cover. And then to see that it was written by Disney, well, or published, it's not published, I don't know, but it says Disney, so I'm guessing it actually fully is like Tinkerbell. I'm so excited for this one. It's not even funny. Next up is Sinners Anonymous. I have read this. This again I read on Z Library and then Kindle. I've reread this so many times and I love the trilogy. I should now say series, but I do not own the 4th book, and honestly, unless the 5th one really makes up for it, I'm not gonna own it. Like, actually I will just pause on SketchUp, but like I'm not proudly showing on my shelf with this. Proud showing myself. I love this. Again, if I had bigger shelves, these would be displayed. Sinners Atoned is one that just come out. Sinners Condemned and Sinners Consumed are one of my god tier like favorite books of all time. And next up is the Kimura Chronicles. I have read all of them except for the last one, and I read them on Kindle, and I was like, one of my all-time favorite series now. Honestly, I've reread the first one and it feels like home to me. These are my babies, apart from this one. Although Adamo, he is my fucking baby. I'm not actually sure if that's Adamo. I don't actually know how else you would say his name. He is my baby, so you know what? I'm reading his book probably first thing first in the new year. In fact, I want to read it now, but I already put it on my 26 books to read in 2026. So now I have to wait till the new year. But one of my all-time favorite series, and now I finally can proudly have one on my shelf. Again, I just want to display these. Like, these could take up a whole shelf for me. I'd buy merch and everything to go on it. I need more shelves. That's all I need. And that is it for my August. So September I went just a little bit crazy and I bought 25 books, which I justified by one, saying I literally set a goal of 150, and it's so stupid, I can't even. And two, by saying, oh, I bought like one book in March, I'll make up for it. Like, what was I thinking? Like, looking at this stack is crazy. How much did I spend? I don't even want to add that up. I actually don't. Start off, my first little stack is Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. Have not read it. Five Brothers by Penelope Douglas. Have not read it. But these two are on my 26 books to read in 2026. And then I bought 3 Mariana Zapata books in self-published versions because I wanted them, and I think they're much prettier than my From Lukov and Love with and stuff. So starting off with The Wall Winnipeg and Me, and I first read this on Z Library and now I own it. Thanks Vintage, thanks Gully Pops. I love it with my whole heart. Again, this will be displayed when I have the room. Next up is Cody by Mariana Zapata. Again, I had read it on Z Library when I first started reading, and now to hold it, crazy. Like, I think I read these in Purple was 2024, Green was 2023, 2022? Was it 2022? Like, the fact I read these in 2022 and we're going into 2026 and now I officially finally get to hold it in my arms is crazy. It's actually crazy. So, Colty. I also bought Ada Look by Mariana Zapata. This one I have not read, but I am so excited to read it. Next up, I bought the whole Addicted series from America. It was a box set. Have not read one of them, but you know what? I have been wanting to read these for years, again, since I started reading. So you know what? 2025 was the year I actually bought books I want and have been wanting to read and stuff. So I'm proud of myself. That's what I'm saying, to not cry and go into why the fuck did I buy what I bought type of thing. So I'm just gonna keep saying I'm proud of myself, you know, and it's okay. No. One of my covers are ripped and I'm acting shocked. No, how did they rip? I can't even hold them. I need to stop picking these up. Then onto my last stack, I bought Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. Have not read one of them. Next is Still Beaten by Jennifer Hartman. I did read this. I can't remember when I read this actually. I think I read this when I was reading Brutal Intentions and stuff. Anyway, it was one of the first years I started reading, I know that. And yeah, I finally now am holding it in my hands, this book, which I'm shocked about. And I bought this in TK Maxx. TK Maxx. I was not expecting to find a book like this there. Was shocked, to say the least. How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. Have not read, but I am planning to read this very, very soon. The Sky on Fire. I got it with a blind date with a book. And have not read this either, but she's stunning. I am really excited to read her. My Vampire Plus One. Have not read. Next of Kin. I bought this in a blind date with a book. Have not read it. Got Brutal Intentions. I read this in my first year of reading. I never bought it, and now I've reread this book, in fact. Now I can hold it in my arms is the craziest thing to me. The craziest thing. I just need to get QB Tyler books, and I've got all my god tier all-time favorite my rereads of all rereads, because they just remind me of when I first started reading, so it feels like home. So I just reread them, and I just need to get QB Tyler and my life and shelf is complete. That's all I need. I got Bride by Ali Hazelwood and I read this one, and I got Summer in the City for £1 in the works, and I have not read it yet, but I am planning to read this in the summer. Also, can we talk about how cutesy that is? £1. Next up is October. It's a little less than September. I'm still kind of crazy. And just assume I haven't read any of these, basically. Do not go in with high hopes. Considering you've watched so far, and if you've watched this far in the video, I'm sure you have no high hopes for me anyway. I have a problem. The Princess Knight, have not read. Twin Crowns, have not read. Mate, I have read. A Deal with the Elf King, haven't read. The Bridge Kingdom, have not read. Sunbringer, have not read. Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, have not read, but I am planning on reading this in the summer, so there's that. The Charlie Method, have not read. The whole Twisted series, and I have read all of these, and I bought them because I read them and I wanted them on my shelf. Next up on my holiday books is If It Makes You Happy, and I have read that. My December Darling, and I'm currently reading. Good Spirits, I'm planning very soon to read this. Wreck the Halls, Tessa Bailey, have not read. Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal, have not read. A Jingle Bell Mingle, have not read. The Christmas Fix, have not read. Holiday Ever After, have not read. And Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey, started it, got to page 30, just didn't pick it up again. Maybe I'll try again, maybe I won't. But that's that. So after buying 46 books in the span of 2 months, I decided to slow it down a little in November. And in November, I bought Brimstone by Callie Hart because I'm reading it this month. I finished Quicksilver last month, so I had to buy the next one in the series. Then I wanted to buy this in October. I held back. I held restraint for about 10 days and then I bought it. Clearly hasn't got much restraint. And that is, what is it? The Jacksonville Race series. It was a box set and I've been wanting to read these books for so long and now I own them and I'm so chuffed. The covers are beautiful and I think I got all 4 for like £30. I was like, you know what, bargain, I'm buying them, I need them, so thank y'all. Not to be dramatic, but this is getting pulled away straight away. That's gross. Do not recommend. Unless you like Red Bull, then you'll probably love it. I'm gonna do my current December because obviously I've asked for books for Christmas, haven't opened them, and I am planning on buying more before the end of the year, which I know I really shouldn't. Maybe I won't, maybe I will, but as of now, these are the books I bought in December. Starting with Nightshade by Autumn Woods. I literally saw one TikTok, went to the comments. I thought it was gonna be like the new version of Wattpad. You know, there's like real short, there's so many different reading ones now that you have to pay for. I don't even know half of them. I thought it was one of them. It's not. She actually has the book, went on Amazon and it was on sale. Hell fucking yes, I'm buying it. In fact, never put yourself on sale. Don't ever, notification, don't ever cut yourself short. But I bought it straight away. And the next one's not coming out till next year, but I'm pretty sure it's like March or something time. Or it's November. It could be actually neither. I'm putting it somewhere here because I'll need to search it or that'll bug me. But I am just so excited. I don't know if I'm going to wait until I have the second book or if I'm just going to read now because honestly, it sounds so good. It's not even funny. Then another book from America, once I found out I could buy them from America, I clearly had an obsession, is Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. I have been wanting to read this book for so long, it's not even funny. I am not buying that ugly ass orange cover. I'm not. I'm really not doing that. Never will I ever put my money towards something like that. This, I'll put my money towards. I went on the American Amazon. I was looking for a different version of Brimstone. I was looking for a paperback or diabound. Turns out Brimstone's all the same, the cover. So, you know, whatever. But this was on sale. This book on sale with shipping being full price was cheaper than the full price book before. So I was like, you bet your fine fucking ass I'm buying it. I think it was like £12 from America. Look at the flop. Look. And you understand I keep saying America, but this is so life-changing to me. Like the fact that I could literally buy the covers that I've been wanting for so long, I could just buy it. But I am so excited to read this. I think I'm going to read this maybe, call it cabins, but it kind of gives me autumn vibes, but I may do like spring maybe. End of winter, because it's got like Christmas trees. I don't know. We'll see. Next up for my prize possessions, I thought I bought these on eBay. I never use eBay. I don't care how many adverts you give me. I'm always scared it's going to be a scam every single time. I don't know why I have that in my head, but I have. I'm pretty sure my sister got scammed, but then again, easy to scam. This, if it didn't show up, I was going to be like, you know what, fair enough, too good to be true. It was free postage, $17.99 for 2 different trilogies. I was just searching for the one trilogy in these covers because I could not find them anywhere. For no love nor money could I find these books until I went onto eBay. Bearing in mind, $17.99. I got the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy in the pink covers. Pink covers. I could not find these anywhere. All I could find was the blue and purple, and if I like the series I'll buy in blue and purple, but I wanted the pink. I actually haven't took it out of the packaging yet. I've been waiting to do it on video, but I never end up doing it, so I'm just gonna do it here. I know I just saw them bought without the plastic on. They're even more beautiful. Oh fuck yes, look at that cover. Look at the, oh my god, my camera really needs to focus. Look at the back, and it's got a flop. Hell fucking yeah. Is that a map? Don't piss me off. and it has a map. Brand fucking new. I'm shocked. Like, for this to be legit, I was shocked. And this was all I could find. I would have paid $17.99 for that alone. For that alone, I would have paid $17.99. But not only they were like, you know what, have this free postage on us. Came wrapped in like 50 layers of bubble wrap. Was waiting for my fucking life to get to them. It came with the Carol trilogy. What the fuck? Again, brand new. I'm not planning on reading the Carol trilogy yet. I am 100% reading Once Upon a Broken Heart. This isn't on my eyesight yet, but I will be reading it at some point. I keep seeing the TikToks where it's like convincing you to read my favorite books with the pictures, and these look amazing. For them to be like floppy as well. What is happening? Like, you're just joking. You're joking. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I hate the side of these, but these are just the British versions. But if I, most likely on my shelf, I'll have them like that, because that's so much prettier. The fuck? So I got both of these for $17.99 free shipping on eBay. This is your sign. This is your sign. I can't remember the name. You know what? I'll put the name up here somewhere. I'll put it up here. Buy from them. They literally have the whole God of... You know, I'm not sure. Whatever. I'm over it now. But anyway, so far in December, I have bought 8 books. I've bought 8 books and I have not read one. It's a great start. So I'm going to put my overall books here. I have not been counting as I go along, so I'm just going to add them here. And I'm also going to do how many books I actually read of the ones I bought here. We'll see. We'll see. I'm probably not going to be shocked if it's like 15 to 80 or something. I'm not sure. But that's it for today's video anyway. It will again change within a few days, like knowing me. But as of right this second, as of the 16th of December, that reminds me I have not opened my calendar yet, but as of the 16th of December, this is how many books I bought this year, and this is how many I read this year. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.